This is an introduction. I did it.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, God, what a day.
After everything.
All
the tech issues. And we won't say what the tech issues
No, the tech
were.
issues were Ben.
I was not going to say that. Ben, please know I did not say that.
She said it. Everybody said it. Everybody knows it now.
I didn't even say those letters.
No. Ben was the tech issues. It's Tuesday.
Not just Tuesday.
The 22nd.
That.
Two.
I was going to say it.
Twos. And 2 + 2 is 4. And it's April.
Oh my God.
I love numbers.
There's so many things to talk about then.
There is. What a day.
How was your day so far? Let's check in with each other. How are you, DJ?
It's Tuesday. I like Tuesdays because I like twos. And tomorrow should be called Threes Day. And then Thursday should be Fours Day. And Fridays should be Fives Day.
But what about Wednesday?
Wednesday is Threes Day.
Then Thursday?
Fours Day.
Friday?
Fives Day.
Saturday?
6th day.
Okay. 7th day we rest.
7th day. Let there be light.
Sunday.
Yeah, so I like Tuesdays because it's the second day, and I don't know if that's how it got its name. I should have probably looked that up for the show, but here we are. Yeah, look it up right now.
I'll look it up right now. So finish telling me about your day while I look this up.
Oh, well,
I'm trying to act like I care.
Welcome to Weirdsterly. I made a thing. That was part of my day. I don't know.
Oh, look at that. They can't see it, but I can.
Oh, I will stand up.
There it is.
There it is. So this is Canvas, and I made a screen for screen printing, and I screen printed, and
there you go.
That's what I did on a bag. It was a canvas bag that one of my friends made to give me a skateboard, and so it was just a whole bunch of upcycling and reusing and cutting and sewing and then safety pins.
There
so
you go.
I was happy. Other than that, it's Earth Day.
It is Earth Day.
So go hug a tree or something.
# Mother Nature.
Yeah. I dig Mother Nature. But gardening. Yeah, go pick up some garbage. Go hug a tree. I don't know.
You could call yourself a tree hugger.
Yeah. I hugged a redwood.
How'd that go?
They're big. That is a big tree.
Mm.
And it doesn't matter how many pictures you see. Being there in person is...
Oh, it's so different. I remember in 3rd grade, we went to this Christmas tree farm for a school field trip. And we all got to take home these different little trees. At the time, didn't remember what it was. Come to find out, it was a pine cone tree. And where I grew up, my mom was like, hey, let's plant it right here. I no longer live at that location.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for those people because that tree is huge now.
I was going to say, do you want to go run and dig it up?
No, let them deal with it.
And remember, it's Bradford pear pruning season. The correct way to prune a Bradford pear tree is to cut it completely level with the ground.
I'll write that down. So, by the way, my day was all right.
It was all right. Half left?
Well,
okay.
Anyway, so for Tuesday, the English name is derived from Middle English Tuesday, spelled Tewesday, from Old English Tuesdag, spelled Tiwesdaeg, meaning Tweesday, the day of twee or tire, the god of single combat, law, and justice in Norse mythology.
I like mine better. It's because it's the second day of the week.
We'll go with yours because you know what?
I can say that so much better.
I can say that.
Tuesday, spelled Twosday. All right. So
I'll let you start because it's your favorite number that we're going to talk about.
So since I'm obsessed with numbers and being weird, we're going to do weird numbers. Da, 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 da. The number 13. Steph actually did like all of the work on this except for the slides. I did that, and it was hard. And you'll notice that I got tired.
Well, it was a dual effort. I did the research. You did the compiling.
The art.
Yeah.
I like the number 13. I like Friday the 13th. Actually, for those of you who are Chris DePaula fans, he was born on Friday the 13th, and he was very proud of that. He just had a birthday. So, yeah, we were lovers of Friday the 13th together. But it's kind of like the unlucky number. So,
Well, depends who you talk to, I guess.
Yeah. Because I think you found that Italians see it as a lucky number, right?
The what?
Is it Italians that see it as a lucky number?
I believe it's Italians.
In Italy, yeah. It's associated with prosperity. But the cultural meaning is in Western superstitions. 13 is infamous for being unlucky. Friday the 13th is feared in many cultures, possibly due to a mix of Norse myth and Christian beliefs. Oops. Oh, I can't do that. All right. How do I switch slides then? Oh
no.
There was a little bit of technical difficulty. Where did I do it?
Yes.
Okay.
I see a different picture.
That's good. All right. So
this is the day we're having.
This is the day we're having.
Mm-hmm.
Friday the 13th. It's such an unlucky day. Everybody go home, and then I have a great day because nobody's out. It's another reason why I like it.
There you go.
There's a Norse myth and Christian beliefs. 13 guests at the Last Supper, with Judas being the 13th, and that guy screwed up everything. So I get it.
Not really wanting him there. I get it.
Yeah. A lot of hotels skip the 13th floor.
I can confirm that.
So you see this one, it goes all the way up to 12, and then just 14, 15, 16 is next. And I've seen that a lot.
I think is interesting because if you break it down, there really are 13 floors. It's just not numbered as 13.
Yeah.
So you almost kind of, well,
now they're unexpecting. Like if you were like, oh, we're on the 13th floor, let's be careful.
Right.
But now they think, oh, we're safe. Phew, we're on the 14th floor. And then like all this ensues.
What little do they know?
Wow. Ooh, that would be a good movie. The 14th floor. Like you're like, what the heck is this about? Some like B-rated horror movie? But
nobody
really,
take this idea. We're gonna workshop this.
Yeah, we should not say this out loud. Never mind. I didn't say that.
What?
So what? I don't know.
Norse mythology? What?
Norse?
I don't know. I was new subject.
Yeah.
For people to not take it.
Lucky duck. Yeah. So Italy sees it as prosperity, and I was thinking about the duck race that's coming up.
That's right.
This weekend, right? Maybe.
I don't want to.
So yeah, I always want to get the 13th duck, and it's always really hard to do that. So yeah, if you have the 13th duck, I bet you're gonna win. No, I don't know. Loki, the trickster god, was the 13th guest at the banquet in Valhalla, which led to the death of Balder.
That one.
Huh?
I didn't know about that one.
No.
Mm-mm.
Loki, it's a good show.
I talk about Loki in my D&D group.
Nice.
Because I am a dork and happily play Dungeons and Dragons.
Very cool. And if you want to go way back, like back in the day, Throwback Tuesday over here, on Friday, October 13th, my wedding anniversary.
Shocking.
1307, hundreds were arrested by King Philip IV of France, fueling the myth of cursed Fridays. So actually, my wedding was also on Friday the 13th.
That doesn't shock me.
No.
I feel like that was deliberate.
I don't know if I can remember it because I meant to write this down so that I wouldn't forget everything, but me and Jen have a thing with 13 as well. So we're 13 years apart in age.
Mm-hmm.
Do not ask who's older. That's rude. It's not me. No, one of my friends was like, you're older than her? I'm like, no. And also, I was dating somebody 13 years younger than me. I should probably be in jail. So it was an awkward conversation. So yeah, we're 13 years apart in age. We got married on Friday the 13th at 1 o'clock, which is 1300.
Right.
And my real name and her name together is 13 letters. Before she moved here, she lived in apartment number 13. I have a 13 tattoo. Don't tell anyone because I hear that gets you in trouble these days.
It's just our secret.
Um,
Between me, you, and
yeah. What else was there? There was so much else. Oh, our wedding date is 10, 13, 20, 17. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 is 13. I did not do that on purpose. I was a complete accident because I was doing numerology too to figure out our wedding date. When should we get married? And I kind of wanted it to be on Friday the 13th. But, you know, the one that was coming up was like in a month versus a little further to give us time to plan. And so I was like, well, let's just do October, even though I'm like, oh, it's going to be cold. I really don't like the fall.
I love the fall.
It's just cold. I don't like cold. I wanted like summer beach wedding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was at the beach.
It was at the beach.
So you got half your wish.
Yes, it was windy. But yeah, so but I was like, whatever. And then like one day I start screaming and I'm like, oh my God, do you realize? And she's like, what? And I'm like, 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 is 13. And she was like, oh, you are Rain Man. So that's my number.
And a happily marriage after.
Yeah. So I think we're going to renew our vows at 13 years.
Nice.
Because that's great.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the other numbers that we know about. I'll let you have this one as another one of your favorite numbers.
I should have mixed it up.
Well, it's because of what I looked up. So
666, the number of the beast. I love this number because it incites so much ridiculous fear. And I also like it has so much history behind it, and none of the history agrees with anything.
No.
Revelation 13:18.
Oh, 13.
Yes, I noticed that too. Let the one with understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it's a human number and its number is 666. Never understood that because it's like, what's wrong with humans, dude? Like, aren't we humans? So are we the evil ones? I don't know. So that's just some Bible stuff. And then often interpreted as a coded critique of Roman Emperor Nero, whose name adds up to 666 using Hebrew numerology. Yeah, so satanic panic is a huge topic for me. Back in the 80s mostly, you know, everybody was like, if your kid is listening to heavy metal, if you're
playing Dungeons and Dragons,
they're possessed. I don't even know. It was just a whole bunch of Satan. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of fear tactics. And the number 666 has fueled satanic panic, heavy metal lyrics, horror movies, like The Omen.
Right.
Damien, this is for you.
I mean, that movie is kind of freaky.
Apocalyptic fears. Also tied. Ooh, no,
Ooh.
Go back. No. That's the problem. This is why you gave it to me for real.
Yeah. Actually.
Also tied to numerology fears like hexacoso, hexaconta, hexaphobia. Oh, I said it.
Bam.
Do you know how much I practiced this?
A lot.
Yeah. Which is the fear of 666. I just think it's so powerful that a number alone can incite a fear. It's hilarious to me.
But at the same time, numbers can also, like your 13, create excitement. So kind of makes sense that there's, yin and yang to all of it.
Right. And in some manuscripts, the number is actually 616.
Oh.
Not 666. So that kind of adds some fuel to the esoteric speculation.
The mystical fire.
Yeah. And now we should should have brought my horns and gotten you a halo because the next one is all you.
Okay. So we're talking
after
about
all that doom and gloom, we have to lighten it up a little bit.
1111. So that seems to be such a popular thing for people, especially the time. Anytime you see 1111 in any aspect, you make a wish, I don't know, do whatever superstition that you think of. most of the people think of it as an angel number, modern spiritual meaning that 1111 is a sign from the universe or a guardian angel. It often means you're on the right path, spiritual awakening, manifestation is near. I mean, I'm all for manifesting. If that is a true thing that you believe in, manifest away.
I like putting things out into the universe, like,
Mhm.
or not putting things out into the universe is sometimes even more important.
Right. And a lot of people, especially like I was just mentioning with the time or just a receipt number, how much something costs, people will see it during transitional periods, significant moments in their life that, when you really need a sign, there will be a sign for you. And a lot of people go to 1111. They usually use it as a wake up code, something that they see and automatically they're paying attention to.
Yeah.
And, in today's world, TikTok astrology accounts, spiritual communities, they all associate it with divine alignment, which I believe if you can hold on to something and find something that
Did you play with your microphone?
I did not play with my microphone.
All right, your microphone unplugged somehow.
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go. Check, check.
Check.
There we go.
Chickadee China.
Chinese chicken.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
No.
No?
No. Grab that microphone.
Please hold.
This is the day we're having.
Yes, it is. Oh, no. It's got a shorter cord. All right. Can you hear me if I do this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to lean in a little bit more.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. That if you can find something, whether it's, a number, a reasoning of a number, just to hold on to that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Nothing can be harmful in that. If it gives you hope, do it. Yeah. One specifically, the number one is about independence, creation, leadership. And so repeated, being 1111, it can emphasize new beginnings and intuitions that you didn't know were coming about.
And we had the, wait, before we go to 22, you have, what did I just say?
I don't.
The number 11 you have in there also by itself, like the
Right.
Weirdsterly rendition of it. And stuff.
It's 11's, I think, farther down because 11 is actually my favorite number.
Okay.
So
we'll get there.
Yeah. So the next one we'll talk about is 22, also today's date, which kind of helped kick off this
on a Tuesday
thing. Number 2 in numerology is known as the Master Builder. In numerology, 22 is one of the 3 master numbers, along with 11 and 33. It's also known because it is believed to combine the vision of 11 with the practicality of 4, since 2 plus 2 is 4.
April.
Yeah.
April 2-2.
Yay. Let's see. What other fun thing did I find about this? It represents limitless potential, manifestation, and building lasting legacies, the kind of energy that takes dreams and grounds them to reality. That's kind of powerful.
Yeah.
I believe in dreams to be different symbols that you might need to know about yourself. I think you can get messages in your dreams. I definitely believe that if you're struggling, some way your subconscious is going to help work it out.
Yeah.
My
back to our subconscious is chaos.
If you go back to our dream episode.
No, don't do it. Not right now. Nope. Too soon.
I don't think it's too soon.
Too soon.
It's not too soon. Not for me. In spiritual symbolism, 22 is thought to represent a bridge between the spiritual and material worlds. It's seen as a sacred number that helps bring order to chaos. I don't know if that's helped us at all.
Nope.
Especially in spiritual teachings that involve sacred geometry or cosmic balance. The historical and cultural touch points, though, the Hebrew alphabet has 22 letters, which hold deep significance in Kabbalah. Each letter has a numerical value and symbolic meaning, and together they're said to describe the path of divine creation.
Ooh.
That's pretty big.
That's a big number.
Yeah. And 22 major arcana cards in tarot. I may or may not like tarot. and by that I mean I do,
I love
if you
tarot.
include the Fool as 0, mirror a journey of enlightenment called the Fool's Journey from innocence to wisdom. I can definitely say I've been a fool a few times.
Just a few.
Just a few. Not a lot. Just like a few
100.
hand counting moments
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Eh.
Mm-hmm.
In modern mysticism, seeing 22 or repeating 22s like 222 or 22222, just in any kind of sequence.
Oh, that should have been our intro today.
Ah,
22222.
you know what? We'll do that at the end. That'll
Okay.
be our outro.
Okay.
Is considered a nudge from the universe that you're in the process of manifesting something important. There's a lot of manifesting that comes with numbers, obviously, to whatever calls to you, whatever reasoning you match with,
Mhm.
use that to help with your dreams, if you will. Going into the next number, which I'll kind of dive in some. So 11 is the next number we're going to talk about. 11 is my favorite number. The reason it's my favorite number, long back in the day, not black and white TV, but pretty long in the day.
Mhm.
When I was in 6th grade, I was the age 11. My class student number was 11.
Ooh.
My basketball number, because I played basketball, was 11. My all-time favorite basketball player from the UConn men's, Daron Sheffer, he was 11. So 11 just kind of made sense to me. So going
Right.
forward, everything to me was 11. I remember I dated a guy who he was born on an 11th, and he's like, "Oh, this must be meant to be." I'm like, no. It's just a fleeting sign. So anyway, that's my favorite number, being 11. And 11 is known as the illuminated messenger. In numerology, like 22, 11 is a master number and is often seen as the most intuitive of them all, called the spiritual messenger or the illuminator. Represents intuition, insight, spiritual awakening, psychic ability, and a connection to higher realms. Explains why I daydream all the time. Let's see. It's also seen as a number of enlightenment, and people with 11 in their charts are thought to be deep feelers, visionaries, and often ahead of their time.
Have you ever done your chart?
A long time ago. I remember my mom did one for me for my birthday.
No.
Yeah, long time ago.
I love that.
And it was pretty interesting. I like to believe to a point in some of it, not everything. So here's my take on stuff, whether it's religion, whether it's, spirituality, tarot, magic, anything. I don't believe, for me, all of it, or like say all of one religion or all of believing in tarot and whatnot is true.
Yeah.
I believe in different aspects because of who I am. I believe in so many different things. So whatever resonates with me, I keep, and whatever doesn't, you can go to the next person. That's how I see it. So that would be a fun episode. We get our charts done.
Oh boy.
I would be so into that.
I would be scared.
No, I just shush. Okay.
So
spiritual symbolism for 11 is seen as a portal number. When you see 1111, it's believed to be a spiritual wake-up call, like the universe saying, pay attention. Makes sense for the amount of times that people stop.
1111.
Oh my god, that was so clever. Makes sense for, like I was saying, when anyone sees that, they stop everything.
Yeah. So, no, I do. And every time I hear 1111, I'm like, make a wish. Like it's just like
those kind of things.
I wish I was rich.
It's often associated with synchronicity, a sign you're on the right track, or that divine message is near, just like we were saying with some of the other numbers. So if I see 11, this is what I would think, because that's what I gravitate towards. You see 13 or 666, that could be your pay attention. 666
just makes me laugh.
I'm sure it does.
13 is my favorite number.
Let's see. We got some other stuff about the number 11. Let's see. 1111 phenomenon became hugely popular in New Age circles and even mainstream. People set alarms, make wishes, claim they feel something shift when they see it. Occults and esoteric traditions often link 11 to hidden knowledge, almost like a secret handshake between the mundane world and the mystical. I thought it was cool.
It's 356, and 5 plus 6 is 11.
But there's also a 3 in there.
No, we're not talking about the 3.
Okay, we won't talk about the 3. In Freemasonry, 11 is considered a sacred and symbolic number. Aleister Crowley, yep, that guy.
Mr. Crowley. Sorry.
One more time?
No.
Okay. Often associated 11 with magic, power, and transgression of limits. Some other fun facts. The 11th hour idiom ties to urgency, fate, and last chances, often carrying a sense of cosmic timing. I know I've used that phrase down to the 11th hour many a times.
I live in the 11th hour.
Twin flames. A lot of people have heard that kind of phrase. A lot of twin flame community considers 1111 a sign of spiritual union or deep soul connection is near. Would you like to do the next one, or do you want me to do the next one?
It's your birthday.
Not this one. Oh, there's one more. The Weirdsterly style vibe. Sorry.
Oh.
If you keep seeing 11 or 1111, it might not just be your brain looking for patterns. It could be the universe trying to slide a note under your cosmic door. This is the number of visionaries, deep feels, and those who walk between the worlds.
Did I ever tell you about the scariest thing I've ever seen on Facebook?
I'm sure you have, but let's do it again.
I think I've actually even said it on the show. So I'm scrolling Facebook as I usually do, doom scrolling, whatever you want to call it. And somebody thought it would be hilarious to say,
I remember this.
You're in a coma. This is the only way we could figure out to reach you. Wake up. That's all it said. It was words on a black background, white words. And I was like, I don't know why that hit me so hard, but I was like so messed up from it. Like,
I remember you freaking out just telling me about it.
Yeah,
I wasn't
was
even
like,
there when it happened.
And I was like, what if I am? What if it's all a dream? Wonder what I would wake up to. Like,
maybe
wake up.
Maybe like the Dorothy where all the people are staring at you.
I had such the most wonderful dream.
And you were there. And you were there.
All right. So drop in the comments what your favorite number is.
Yeah, I want to hear what everyone else's is. So the next one is one of my favorite numbers. And it's kind of an interesting tidbit. So one of my favorite numbers is 716.
I wonder why.
It's also my birthday. But the reason I say that it's one of my favorite numbers, not just because it's my birthday, but I always catch 716 in so many areas, whether it's the time, morning or night. I always seem to catch the clock at 716. There's numerous times that I'll buy something from a store and it comes to $7.16 or just whatever a reasoning for numbers could be. 716 comes up a lot. And it's just interesting that I see that number. Maybe obviously I have more of an emotional tie to it than others, unless your birthday is also on 716.
And if it is, we should celebrate.
Yeah, if your birthday is also 716, put it in the comments. We will have a shindig hootenanny on the 16th. I think our birthday would be on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, maybe it's a Wednesday this year. Anyway, so general spiritual meaning. Seeing your birthday repeatedly is often interpreted as a sign you are being called back to your core self, your soul identity. It could be the universe nudging you to reflect on your life path, purpose, or personal transformation. Think of it as a cosmic mirror. You are being reminded, hey, remember who you are.
That's a good reminder.
I like that. I think it's a good thing to remember literally who you are, to be, you know what? No, I am this cool person. I shall reign.
For real.
Do you want to do the breakdown?
Again.
I can do the breakdown.
I got a lot going on over here. So if you break it down into 7, 1, and 6, 7 is the seeker, represents spiritual insight, introspection, and wisdom. It's the number of the mystic and the truth seeker. 1 is the initiator, and that symbolizes new beginnings, independence, leadership, and it encourages stepping into your power, trusting your gut, and making moves boldly. And 6 is the nurturer.
I was trying to move the mic. The bad mic.
And the bad mic. bad mic. I'm going to hit it with a newspaper later. Connected to home, responsibility, love, and harmony, this number softens the edges. It brings in compassion, emotional depth, and care for others. Together, 7, 1, and 6 can be seen as a message like use your deep intuition, stand your power, and lead with your heart. And it may pop up when you're at a crossroads and in need of confidence or on the verge of growth.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see that for you. I don't know if you're the most nurturing person ever, but
we've had this conversation.
I know. You got a smaller 6 than you have 1 and 7. Like your birthday is 7, 1, 6.
I'm not that nurturing to you because you need bluntness. You need me to tell you, hey, I need this from you, not signs or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk later.
Look at the pretty lady.
You would never know me and DJ go way back. Never. Let's see. I'm going to skip to 3.
Look at the pretty moon.
Oh, pretty moon.
I put in a few numbering
randomness ones.
There we go.
So the number 3 is considered the magic number, universally mystical. Think Holy Trinity, Triple Goddess, Maiden Mother, Crone. Crone? Really? Okay. Past, present, and future. Symbol of creation, harmony, and divinity. In fairy tales, 3 wishes, 3 trials, 3 brothers. It's the number of mythical structure.
I also added this because this is the Ohm symbol.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's supposed to be like it's not 3. It's just the way it just
fits
reminds
for
me
right
of 3.
now.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my fairy tale picture. Very pretty. That's a unipug.
I just looked up.
They're
and saw
very
this.
mystical. Yeah.
That is a very mystical, magical pup.
He's majestic.
That is the most majestical pup I've ever seen.
Yeah, baby.
So 7, the sacred and mystic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The sacred and mysterious. One of the most sacred numbers in history. Biblically, 7 days of creation, 7 deadly sins, 7 virtues, astrology and alchemy, 7 classical planets and 7 metals, ancient worlds, 7 wonders, modern mythology, the 7 I always say that word wrong. Horcruxes.
Sure. I don't know what the hell that is.
I say it right in my head. It doesn't come out right. 7 rings for dwarf lords. Even slot machine loves 777.
I win. If you're watching Weirdsterly, then you have one as well.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
This whole episode reminds me. This has nothing to do with 9. Let's just go back to the casino. My friend has been on a few of my shows, other shows, and his son was the youngest to pass away in the station fire.
Aww.
And his son's name is Nikki, and Nikki always sends numbers and signs, and it's a real. We should have him on the show.
Okay.
It would be it's meeting him has turned grief into a whole different
context.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And numbers really mean a lot through it. So he also does hilarious comedy. So I think
I'd be up for that.
I feel like the people who hurt the most can make you laugh the most too. I don't know. This whole episode just makes me think of him, and his comedy name is, one of them is Father Misgivings.
I already love him.
Yeah, he's great. 9. And no, I'm not saying no.
Oh,
Get it? 9.
I did. Me or you?
Okay, I can do 9.
Okay.
So completion and enlightenment. That's why it's glowing.
Ooh.
This is in numerology, 9 is the number of endings, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. So North mythology is the 9 realms. So it's that way. It's there.
I remember we're reversed.
Yeah, we're. And then in Greek mythology, we have 9 muses. And in Dante's Inferno, we have the 9 layers of hell. So whether you want to be inspired or die and go to hell,
we have every way from
We got
left to right
we got
or right to left, however you're looking at us.
we got something for everyone. So yeah, 9 is I just was cracking up the whole time because I was like, 9.
I mean, it is kind of,
This is where I started getting tired.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I hear 9 and then I start going to Finding Nemo. Mine.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I should watch that movie again. Just had a moment of another thing I've never done sober.
I'm glad I could be here for you for that.
I should watch Finding Nemo sober for the first time in my life. Is it good?
I mean, I think it is.
I think it is. I like it.
I mean, feel free to text me your analysis.
We should have a movie night, yeah.
So, number 12, Cosmic Order. Oh, that's a pretty picture.
Thank you.
Welcome. Represents wholeness and governance. There are 7 zodiac signs. 7. Wow, I'm tired.
There are 7.
There are 7, but there's
also
also a few more. 12 zodiac signs, 12 months, and then 12 hours on a clock. There's 12 tribes of Israel, 12 Olympians, 12 apostles, and the number that keeps time and myth in check.
I don't know.
See, now is a button I wish I had for like YMCA.
YMCA. It's like when we're doing sports and
sports
and somebody gets a foul ball and I'm like, staying alive.
Why do you do that? You did it the other day and I couldn't understand why.
Because you can, so in baseball or softball, like if you hit a foul, it's a strike. If strike 1, and then you hit another foul, it's strike 2. But you cannot get strike 3 from a foul, so you're staying alive. So even if you swing and miss and you have 2 strikes, if you get a foul ball, you're still like staying alive because you're like, yes, it's a strike, but no, you can't get called out with a foul.
When we were all hanging up in the booth and you kept doing that, I was like, I mean, yeah, I'll do it with you, but
yeah,
why? We were
down.
Staying alive.
Yeah. So staying alive.
Now I know.
Yep.
So the next one, 33, the master teacher. Another master number often associated with spiritual guidance, compassion, and service. Jesus traditionally died at 33. I know nothing about religion. I'm just reading what I looked up. Disclaimer.
Well, it's Easter, so he came back. Nobody's sad anymore. Right?
I
also know nothing about religion, but we're going to pretend.
The most I know is there was a full moon on Sunday. You know what that means. Werewolf Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, giving it major Christian esoteric weight. Freemasonry has 33 degrees, the highest being the level of enlightenment and honor.
That's pretty cool because I don't even have 1 degree.
33,
that's a lot of school.
That's a lot of degrees.
That is.
Unless
we're talking temperature and then it's cold.
Unless it's Celsius.
It's true.
Look at all these things with numbers.
And we're on 3, 2, 1 media.
Oh my gosh. It was like meant to be.
That would be 6. 3 plus 2 plus 1.
Yay.
I'm done.
Okay. 108 is our next number we'll talk about. The sacred count. Hinduism, Buddhism, mala beads have 108 beads for prayers or mantras.
That one's really cool. Do you know what that is?
I know prayer beads.
Yeah, it's like the necklace they wear. And so when you're meditating, you like every one you count, and then there's a big one at the end. That's where you can stop. But
I would hope
as you're doing your positive affirmations or your whatever you're doing, you go through the thing. I've always thought they were really cool. Actually, so I'm also into poison. The mala beads were made of this berry that when dried kind of turned into a bead. And then there were basically religious scholars or like monks and stuff getting sick.
Oh, no.
And it was because they were touching the beads.
Oh.
And it was poisoning them through their skin.
Yeah, from contact.
And so now when they make them with those berries, they coat them. But there's still like a warning of if you wear off the coat, this could be toxic. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's a fun.
Okay, then.
Fun history fact. Sorry.
I had no idea about that. In mathematics, 108 equals. What is that sign? I don't know that symbol.
Oh, I'm not looking.
That's not
in
square or square root.
108 equals 1 to the first power times
That's what it
2 to
was.
the second power times 3
Three.
to the third power.
Ancient civilizations thought that was a comic perfection.
1, 2,
I was like,
3.
I know. I
But it
knew.
also equals 3 to the third power times 2 to the second power times 1 to the first power. 3, 2, 1. Media.
Ben, you should be so proud of us.
You should be. He's not watching. He's mad that I told him he has to hang out with me tonight at the baseball game.
I'm sure he'll get over it. Anyway, it's said to represent the entire universe, body, soul, and spirit.
It's got the whole world.
It is. Anyway.
Oh, can we play golf next?
Sure. Can I wear my shirt?
4.
As long as I can wear my T-Rex shirt
Sure.
with the golf club, because I still need someone to teach me how to play golf so I can wear my shirt with it. They even have a golf hat.
Ooh.
Ben
has
so
a hat.
sexy.
I
Yeah,
don't
but that's a fedora hat.
I don't know if
That's
I'm
a
allowed.
fancy hat.
I don't think I'm allowed to wear his hat.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't stop me. He's not here.
I mean,
I might. It's right there.
I'm going to stay on this side of the table, and I'm just going to let this go.
Let it go.
Let
All right.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything about 4 until Steph did all the research, and I'm very grateful for you.
I do what I can.
The number 4 is death in some cultures.
Also, remember that when you say I'm not nurturing.
That's not nurturing. You did
Helping
my
you?
You did my homework for me? That's like a bad parent.
Okay. No. First off. It was both of our homework.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
In Chinese, Japanese, and Korean culture, the word 4 sounds like death. That would be a really funny episode because there are American names in Korean are
That are not-
terrible.
Ooh.
Like they are terrible.
I would be up for that.
It's hilarious. So sometimes when I only know this because I have a Korean friend who was like cracking up about it because I kept on saying one of my other friends' names, and like she would just giggle every time, and I'm like, why are you being like an anime character right now? Not to be like racist. And so she was cracking up. She was like, because that means
Something else.
something that I'm not going to say on air. Not this episode, at least. And so I was like, oh gosh. So then we started going through a baby book of names. And she was like, yeah. And it was so funny.
That's kind of funny.
I'll have her come on or something. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, American names sound very funny to Koreans.
Oh, I'm sure some other names will sound funny to us.
Yeah.
Because of the language barrier.
Actually, our guest next week.
Oh,
Her
that's right.
name is, it doesn't sound funny. It sounds beautiful. I just can't pronounce it. So we call her Monica.
There you go.
But her whole name, I'm going to make her say it. So tune in next week to meet Monica from Zen Zone.
Yeah.
And
I had a friend in high school that her name was Siobhan, but it was not spelled anything like
Siobhan
that.
is not spelled
And
phonetically at all.
I remember her being on like a call sheet for something because we did dance together.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like,
Shibuka, yeah.
and I was student teaching this dance class, and I remember she was taking one of the classes, and I'm like, this kid.
There was another name like that. It's French, and I can't remember what it is, but when I see it, I always like cringe if I'm not the one announcing because I know the name. What is it? I don't know. Anyway, so you know how we here especially skip the 13th floor in elevators? In Asia, they often skip the 4th floor because death. I mean, if it meant death, then I would probably skip the 4th floor too. Oh, the lady next door has the coolest flowers, and I bet you she found another one, and now I'm going to go bother her after the show. I want to see it. They're really pretty. Like, they're wicked pretty.
Is that her putting them up?
Possibly. I don't know. Somebody's banging a nail, so that's what I think happened. So that's what happened in my head.
Hence, both of us looking in the same direction at the same time.
4 is also, because the triangle is the strongest shape. I learned that once in school.
I remember that.
So it's a symbol of structure, stability. In other contexts, for seasons, for elements, and for directions. So north, south, east, west, fire, earth, water, air, and spring, summer, fall, winter. Oh, you want to know a really cool thing about 9 that I just remembered?
Of course, I want to know a really cool thing about 9 that you just remembered.
So for those of you in school, where's my thing? Okay, so
Your
if you,
camera's up here.
yeah, I know. I'm like, where's my? Anything times 9, you can
Yep.
do with 2 hands. So if
I
you
learned that.
do 9 times 6, this is my 6th finger, so it's 54.
Mm-hmm.
54. Should we do it this way? Not like you can ask me anything up to 10.
Yeah, about 9.
Yeah.
I know that
So
trick too. I
9
learned that in
times
school.
1 is 9, and 9 times 2 is 18, and 9
It's
times
whatever the
3.
numbers
Yeah, so
show.
it's 20. So because I have 2,
Mhm.
27.
Right.
I have 7. 27. That got me through a lot of math tables, but that was my trick. I can't do math without a trick.
Oh, me either. You just saw me try to read to the whatever power.
Yeah, what's that symbol again? I'm like, oh God, I don't know. But yeah, no,
Right.
I do remember that one.
This has nothing exactly to do with numbers, but I actually showed this trick on Sunday. If you're ever confused of left and right, this is what I used to help with my friends' kids if they were doing this. This is going to be backwards to everybody, but which one looks like an actual L?
Unless you do
And-
this.
Yeah.
And
so
then they both look like an L, but you put like
it's reverse
take a
everybody,
picture.
but yeah. So whatever's looks like an L would be the left.
Yeah.
Just a little fun tidbit for you people at home.
This is how the neurodivergent get through life.
Yes. Oh my gosh. If I actually explained how I do math in my head, it's not pretty.
I was really good at picking up whatever weird method the school implements now. And I helped all my friends' kids with math because I was like, oh, I get that. And they're like, you get it? And I'm like, I think so. And I either taught them terribly wrong or that's quite possible too, but they got the right answers.
I was in a really bad accident when I was 18 and I had to learn how to walk and talk and all sorts of stuff again.
Oh.
And I remember trying to learn how to comprehend numbers. I couldn't understand that. So 2 plus 2 is equaling 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That none of that made sense to me. I had to remember the 2 symbol and the plus symbol and the 2 symbol equaled the 4 symbol. I had to just memorize because my brain couldn't comprehend what numbers were, trying to redo everything. So everything that I learned, again, because from like 18 to 21 I had to relearn how to do a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
And it was very painful, but that's how I learned to memorize things. That was the only way to get through stuff. And now I understand, obviously, because I'm so far out from that accident that, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Paths have been.
Right.
Yeah.
Some came back together. But that's how I got through a lot of stuff, was learning, what symbols equaled what symbols. So
yeah, that's fair. So we're off of numbers because 0 is not a real number.
It's like the color black.
I disagree, but Pluto's a planet.
I will always define Pluto as a planet.
Yeah, Pluto's definitely a planet. 0 is a number. Black is a color. White is a color.
There you go.
Leave me alone.
I can't. We're on air right now.
I know.
So 0, the void, and infinite. It's not even considered a real number in many ancient systems. The concept of 0 was developed in India and spread through Arabic mathematics. Represents the void, the unknown, and limitless potential. Some see it as the number of the divine womb or eternal cycle.
Oh,
that's kind of interesting.
I like 0.
I wonder if they take that from the infinity symbol, because if you undo the infinity symbol,
yeah,
it's a 0.
Oh, okay. I was gonna add that as part of this because like it reminded me more of the snake eating its own tail. Like it's not a don't tread on me. It's I forget what it's from, but
I'm drawing a blank for that.
Yeah, it's the snake eating its own tail is kind of, I feel like it's a symbol that means like don't cut off your nose to spite your face. It also reminds me of
That's
like
a cool picture.
Yeah, the perfect the hell was his name? The guy who made the flying machine, Da Vinci? No. Yeah?
I don't know what?
I don't know.
Okay.
The snail.
The snail.
The snail shape is like the perfect
Oh.
structure.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah.
I know what you're talking about.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Leave me hanging.
My
brain is a 0. It's
We've
like
had a rough day.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Both of us.
Yeah.
So you are getting us at prime time.
Yeah. I should probably not do anything on Tuesdays and not fry myself before the show. But I kind of like use the show to like unwind a little bit. It's fun.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, we get to be silly, but actually talk about kind of important stuff, or at least entertaining stuff to us, hopefully to others.
I like nerdy stuff.
I am a self-proclaimed nerd.
Yeah.
And I love it. I have always been a proud nerd.
Proud nerd.
Heck yeah.
I can make that as a patch too.
All right.
This is apparently going to be, hey, I have like the spiral on my sweatshirt.
There
today.
you go. Almost meant to be.
Almost meant to be. Yeah. So, any closing words? We have some time, but
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What are you doing for Earth Day?
Probably cleaning up my yard from all the sticks Mother Nature decided to just fling into my yard from all the wind.
It's been, yeah.
Because my yard is covered in branches.
Yeah. I live in the woods. Like, when I say I live in the woods, I could probably claim to have the biggest backyard ever.
That's true.
It's like acres and acres. Yo, Ben. Thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Ben.
So, my friend just asked me if I was parked by the pizza place. Yes, I am. And I sent him a link to the show. I was like, "Why aren't you watching already?" So if he's clicked on that link, hi Corey.
See, I have a list of people I have to send our link to because they don't use Facebook that much or whatnot. So when we start shows and you see me down like this for the first few minutes, I'm sending a link to
send.
So
I actually like the YouTube link better because
that's what I send.
Okay,
is the
good.
YouTube link.
Because with YouTube you can like kind of like put the screen up if
Right.
you're on your phone and you can still text people and you can like do whatever you want. I like watch the morning show and play my game that I play on my phone.
Mm-hmm. So Donna and my cousin Jen, you have a text message waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
You better have clicked it.
You know, if you subscribe to YouTube, there's a button down here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Or up there.
You can like and subscribe.
Yeah. Are we supposed to say that?
We can. We're a technical we just did, Ben.
If you subscribe to Weirdsterly and 321, you will see the best morning show ever. Y'all can put that on Weirdsterly if you want because I love that morning show. I laugh at least once every morning show.
I actually was watching the morning show today.
Were you with the food people, right?
Yes.
Were you hungry? I was hungry. Holy crud. 401. Oh, what's it called?
We are 4 away from 600 subscribers on 321 YouTube in the past couple months.
Very cool. Are you going to be the 4? Come on, click that button. Tell me who's the 600.
Yeah.
Ted's 401. Thank you. Which is like this. I'm going to call it an up and coming because yes, they opened in 2020, which we all know was a great time.
It was awesome
to open a business and really
Especially
get the
takeout.
word out there, get the people in, and no. So I feel like this is still like a brand new restaurant.
Where's it located?
It's at a golf course.
Oh, okay.
Something Rose.
I didn't catch all of it.
Damn it, Stephanie.
I had it on in the background.
Yeah.
I was watching it while I was not working, but I was paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not working because my computer died, and I left my charger in Hartford. And
yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I was pretty mad about it. I was in the middle of a million things.
I was sad for you.
I have had a day. So, yeah. 401, Ted's 401, kind of a destination.
The restaurant is new.
Oh, the restaurant is new. So I guess they made the sauce before the restaurant. I also tuned in late, but it's
Sauce Company was 2020.
Still the best morning show, even if you catch it late.
So you need to subscribe to 321.
Yes.
You need to subscribe to us at Weirdsterly because us and Ben are just amazing.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Us and Ben.
Ben.
Can that be like a new show?
Us and Ben?
Yeah.
Ben, do you want to do a show called Us and Ben?
It sounds like something IKEA sells.
I mean, I can find a way to make myself available for us to do an Us and Ben show.
Speaking of available, no, I can't say that yet. We have a contest coming up.
He said no.
No, I don't want to hang. He's going to hang out with me. You're going to hang out with me, right?
That makes me sad, Ben.
So don't tune in to see Us and Ben, but do tune in to see the morning show, Ken and Ben,
Mm-hmm.
or Ben and Ken. No, it's Ken and Ben because I like Ken better. And
You know
then,
what? Just for that, I like Ken better too now.
Wait a minute.
If you're coming to my house, I'll hang out with you. Uh-oh. I'm on the other side of the table, Ben. Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Apparently, if we go... You know what? I will do Us and Ben.
That's my hat. Yeah. Got the hat. That is your hat. So for those of you who don't know what the hell I'm doing talking to myself, Ben's on YouTube. So if you can't see the comments coming in, it means you're on Facebook.
Right.
So go over to YouTube and subscribe because that's important. And you'll know when we go live.
This is
So
true.
maybe soon Steph won't have to send out all of those.
You can put them up, by the way.
Put them up where?
The links.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Shut up, Ben. Yeah.
Ben, please know she said that, not me.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot how to use the computer.
Don't let that hinder our Us and Ben show.
I did click on your comment. I don't know. You shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut. This whole show just like unraveled.
You guys need to relook at the numbers of like peacefulness or whatever we talked about.
What was peacefulness?
I don't remember.
Did you know there was going to be a quiz?
I don't know. I'm scrolling back. 11-11 or
11-11 is peaceful.
Yeah. Guys, think of 11.
And 13 in Italy means prosperity.
There you go.
Tell us what you learned today about numbers in the comments.
Or
and
your favorite number.
And subscribe. And I'm really tired, so I'm going to be done.
Okay.
Any last words? What do you want to say to our
we have to do our outro now.
That's right. Go buy stuff from our store.
There's that.
And do we have an outro?
Oh,
no. Two.
It's kind of like pew 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 pew
pew pew two.
pew 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 pew.
We're number 2.